Mark Meadows says he does not support his 2012 remarks about sending Obama back home to Kenya Poly. Asked about the 2012 video showing the then congressional candidate at an event calling for an investigation into President Barack Obama's citizenship, Meadows said he's addressed. And he added, Liberal commentators resurfaced the video after a contentious dialogue at a House Oversight Committee hearing on Wednesday that the North Carolina congressman would use a black Trump administration official as a prop. In 2012, Meadows was asked at an event if yes, Meadows responded. If when the Washington Post asked Meadows in 2015 if he would push for such an investigation as a member of the House Oversight Committee, Meadows said he would not. That. On Wednesday, Meadows introduced Lynn Patton, a black woman who works at the Department of Housing and Urban Development, at the hearing with Michael Cohen, Trump's former personal lawyer, to counter the witness claim that Trump is racist. Meadows then asked the committee chairman Elijah Cummings to strike her remarks from the record. Cummings, who Tlaib later said that it was a racist. Meadows then responded that his nieces and nephews are people too.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.